What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So we got some breaking news. Undefeated, newly crowned IBF, International Boxing Federation, welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, the Phenom, as I refer to him, Jaron Boots Ennis. 31 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 big wins by way of knockout. He is 26 years of age, 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach. Jaron Boots Ennis is now suing boxing for mishandling his career. And if you guys don't know, when I say boxing, boxing is a boxing company, right? He signed with Now Boxing in the hopes and the promises that they were going to deliver him big fights and keep him active, right? They were supposed to keep him active to the point of having him fight 2 to 3 times a year. They have not fulfilled that at all whatsoever, seeing as though Jaron Boots Ennis has fought a total of 7 times under this promotional company. And so now Jaron Boots Ennis, longtime promoter Cameron Duncan, has transitioned, as we know, last year. And Jaron Boots Ennis, and now Cameron Duncan's wife has taken over, and she is not familiar with the sport of boxing, right? As they're claiming. And so Jaron Boots Ennis' career is being stagnated and his talent is being shelved. And Jaron Boots Ennis is looking to showcase his talent and fulfill his full potential. And this is not being allowed. So with that said, Jaron Boots Ennis is suing now for $1 million because he's stating that it's holding up his life, it's hindering his life, which it is. This is how he makes his money. And Jaron Boots Ennis, he last fought against Villa in New Jersey, in Atlantic City, right? He had an exclusive deal with Cameron Duncan and Showtime president of sports, Steven Espinosa. So Steven Espinosa is going on a rant saying that boxing fans don't know the sport of boxing. Steven Espinosa, if you don't know, is Showtime president of sports. Showtime decided to get out the business of the sport of boxing after 37 years, and his promoter Cameron Duncan transitioned. So Jaron Ennis, in a matter of months, just was faced with massive adversity when it comes to his career. The network in which he had a agreement and a deal with, Showtime, decided to get out the business of sport of boxing after 37 years, and his promoter Cameron Duncan transitions, all in around the same time. And so Jaron Ennis then gets elevated to the international boxing, the IBF world champion, without fighting the actual world champion, right? And so he's just simply not happy with these things. So Steven Espinosa, who is now working as a advisor to the PBC, who the premier boxing champion, founding advisor Al Heyman, had a deal with Showtime as well, and they had to look for a new place to showcase their talents, their stable of fighters, and their brand, and they took it to Amazon in a distribution deal, right? And it said that they don't have a real budget from Amazon to showcase any big fights. And so this is becoming a problem for the likes of the superstars they have, Canelo Alvarez, Gervonta Tank Davis, because if you don't have a budget to give these fighters guaranteed purses like Showtime did, they ain't gonna participate. They spoil. They ain't gonna do it on a limb, on a hope and a prayer, right? And so Steven Espinosa is acting as an advisor to Al Heyman to what he should look for and what he should expect with Amazon. So Steven Espinosa is essentially, he said, whether I get a job with them or not. So he's auditioning for a job from the PBC, okay, in that same role, but for the PBC as a spokesman to, I guess, have conversations with Amazon. And so Steven Espinosa took to social media and he said, the fans don't know what they're talking about. Jaron Boots Ennis is never with the PBC. He don't have a contract. He's not signed with them. Jaron Boots Ennis has a leg to stand on in this lawsuit, okay? Now, how long is this lawsuit going to play out and hinder Jaron Ennis from being able to showcase his talents is for a whole other story. I don't think that it should go that long because, again, like I said, Cameron Duncan transition, Showtime's out the business of the sport of boxing. He has to be able to feed his family, right? So I don't see this being a long, dragged out thing, case where he's going through, the similar situation where you had, okay, the likes of Andre Ward and Mikey Garcia getting out of their contracts with their respective promoters. In the case of Mikey Garcia, he was getting out of contract with legendary promoter, Top Rank CEO Bob Arum and Top Rank. And they had a platform. Bob Arum is still walking the earth. He's still here with us. Blessings. And so that was much tougher to prove. In this case, with Jaron Ennis, Showtime is not in business, and Cameron Duncan transition. So falling to his wife, who is not Kelly Duncan, who is not privy to being able to handle boxing business, to uphold, and they haven't kept their promise to begin with. This shouldn't be hard to prove, and it shouldn't be disputed, and it should just be allowed to. Whether they give him the $1 million or not is for another question. But to get out the contract and resume his career elsewhere, he should be allowed to do that ASAP, right? I don't think this is going to be dragged out. The question now is, where does Jaron Boots Ennis go from here? Does he go with Al Heyman and the PBC? Because it's coming across to me as very uncertain with the situation with the PBC and Amazon, because they have 12 to 14 dates, which is, when you put it all into perspective, they have 14 days that Amazon has allowed them to showcase their fights. 14 days out of 365. They have 14 days out of 365 days. And when you narrow it down to, I believe it's 52 Saturdays, if I'm not mistaken, right? There's 52 Saturdays in the year. And he's only going to be able to showcase out of 52, 12 days. There's 52 Saturdays. So it's just not enough time. And if they are dealing with a distribution and not with a budget. Now, Steven Espinosa, he came out and he said, that's not true. Amazon is giving them a budget. Doesn't look like that, because we got one announcement, which is going to be March 30th. Now, we knew that they was going to leave Showtime in October. And we knew that they were more than likely going to go with Amazon for quite some time. But there's still no announcements. We got one fight card announced. We have David Benavidez. You have Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Gervonta Tank Davis, a whole host of fighters. Where and when are they going to fight? Now, is Jaron Ennis going to go and throw himself in that shuffle? Or is he going to stay a network promotional free agent and move freely and be flexible, like the likes of undefeated 2-division world champion superstar boxer, former undisputed lightweight, now reigning WBC junior welterweight, Devin the Dream Haney, with his father, trainer, manager, CEO, DHP Devin Haney Promotions, Bill Haney, where they able to be flexible. They went with Top Rank for 3 fights. They went with DAZN for a fight with Regis Prograis, and now with Ryan Garcia. They fought on PBC, so they're flexible. Is he going to stay that route? Or is he going to go with Eddie Hearn? But Eddie Hearn don't have the stable of fighters in the welterweight division that the PBC have. So this is going to be tricky for Jaron Boots Ennis. And if I'm Jaron Boots Ennis, I'm going to stay flexible like Devin Haney does. Don't bond yourself to another situation where you're going to be trapped and not be happy and not be able to display your talents and fulfill your full potential. Period. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.